and accomplish in the future. Leader Mallory spoke to what CEO Michael said to the 400,000 employees in terms of us not being treated with the highest level of respect. And the question that has been asked of us over the last year of 35 Fortune 500 companies who have walked away from DEI, why did we pick Target first? And the answer to that resoundingly is Target is the only one we invited to the cookout. They were the only ones we felt were kissing cousins. They are the only Fortune 500 company that got a hood nickname. We called them Target because we had let them into the house. And so it was not just a abandonment of DEI, but we felt as if it was a betrayal to it. Target exceeded not just the $2 billion by Easter, they'll do at the 97% mark, but in our meeting with Leader Mallory and Bishop Daughtry, they shared they went above that with $100 million in grants.
Credit for leading things, which they should, because we all lead in our own right. But it took real work every day, even when at times we felt a lot of things. Sometimes betrayal, sometimes just tired. You're fighting against a massive system. And the fact that we were able to stay the course is really special to me. And of course, Jamal, who's my brother, my big brother, and his creativity, your creativity, let me not speak as if he's not in the room. Your creativity is incredible. What you have been able to do, not only in your life, but in your ministry and everything that we see happening, is you should be celebrated for it. Because it is certainly, you had the thing that helped us to kind of bring this to another level. And we all needed one another. We all needed to play a specific role. And so I'm grateful to be here, and good afternoon to all of you. Thank you for those who are tuning in.
And accomplish in the future. Leader Mallory spoke to what CEO Michael said to the 400,000 employees in terms of us not being treated with the highest level of respect. And the question that has been asked of us over the last year of 35 Fortune 500 companies who have walked away from DEI, why did we pick Target first? And the answer to that resoundingly is Target is the only one we invited to the cookout. They were the only ones we felt were kissing cousins. They are the only Fortune 500 company that got a hood nickname. We called them Target because we had let them into the house. And so it was not just a abandonment of DEI, but we felt as if it was a betrayal to it. Target exceeded not just the $2 billion by Easter, they'll do at the 97% mark, but in our meeting with Leader Mallory and Bishop Daughtry, they shared they went above that with $100 million in grants. $100 million in grants and scholarships to Black-led community organizations, surpassing the original commitment. So we are at $2.1 billion. The second is our ask was about investing in HBCUs. Target understands, as we do, that HBCUs is the incubator of the largest amount of Black doctors, Black lawyers, Black engineers, Black public servants, and biasly, Black preachers. And so HBCUs have curated for us at the highest level of capacity, even producing the first Black vice president. We are stone's throw away, and I must invoke the name not just of Howard University, but to our DC contingency, we also have to invoke the name of UDC that has locally been producing Black scholars around the DMV. In so doing, I want to give high commendation because Target has given $10 million to the Pensole Lewis College of Business and Design in Detroit. Now, I am a fourth generation HBCU graduate. I have children, respectively, one at Hampton, one at Florida A&M, and one at Spelman College. By the way, none of them are on scholarship. I'm paying for all of it. But I was unaware until our meeting with Target of the only HBCU design school, which is Pensole Lewis College in Detroit, that was on the brink of closure until Target came and walked alongside them and gave them a gift of $10 million. I am grateful that that school is open. I've talked to students as well as staff that is there, and they are grateful for that robust contribution. On top of that, let me appreciate publicly that they have given upwards of $18 million towards the United Negro College Fund, another $8 million towards their target scholars. They have identified our first HBCU that will be their flagship on how it is that they walk alongside HBCUs who have business programs, so that those HBCU students would be able to learn how to scale business, will know how to do business, will know how to interview, and know how to compete. I am absolutely grateful that there is, in fact, an alternative to the prison pipeline, which is HBCUs. We cannot just talk about problems without talking about solutions. And so in their scholars program, it is not just summer internships, but they will be preparing them with interviewing skills, preparing their resumes, and showing them how it is that they will be able to integrate into a workspace that still finds itself in bias. The third area that I wanted to direct your attention to in the absence of diversity, equity, and inclusion is I would be derelict of my responsibility to not underscore being flanked by Representative Turner and Leader Mallory, the impact of the absence of diversity, equity, and inclusion on Black women. Over 300,000 Black women have lost their jobs since February. I would be absent of conscious of mind to not to recognize and underscore this is the largest Black unemployment that we have had since the pandemic. And we can point to it because our people who are qualified and are work ready are not given opportunity. Let's not delude ourselves to believe that diversity, equity, inclusion is necessary. Just yesterday, somebody was placed on the Air Force board who has never been in ROTC. Let's not delude ourselves of where it is that we are, that we have the most ill-equipped cabinet in the history of the United States of America.